been studying, what was it? Fine art. He was pretty snotty about that, so that's more than likely true.
Well, that's where we should start looking.
But this time of night...
Well, if he is an art student, there's a fair bet that he hangs out at a place called Dante's. Most of them do. And if he's not there, well, there'll be someone there who knows it.
Reg, you're a genius.
It's not looking good for you, Lenny. We know you're lying about the dominoes, and we can put you in the vicinity of all but one of the rapes.
Ask Jill. Jill knows.
We already have asked Jill.
She was with me.
How long do you expect her to go on lying for you?
This is the lie. Here, now.
Should we show her the photographs? The ones of Sarah Kember beaten black and blue, or the nice little snapshot of Janet Harvey swallowing her own broken teeth?
I can't think straight.
A solicitor any time.
I want to make a phone call.
Fine. Interview suspended 23:12 for Mr. Lamani to contact his solicitor.
I'm not going in there. I'm agoraphobic. I don't like enclosed spaces.
I think you'll find that's the opposite.
I know what I mean. You put me in there and you'll have a lot of aggro.
Sierra Oscar from 469 receiving.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, we found that body you wanted us to look for. Well, at least she's showing no signs of life. Another LOB.
Okay, thanks, Paul.
Any unit deal, 5353 Godwick Road, domestic disturbance. Any units?
Did you say Godwick Road?
Yeah.
Which number?
53.
Houses on that side of the street were demolished 6 months ago.
You sure?
Local knowledge. It's another hoax call.
Yeah, well, just in case.
Don't you believe me?
Of course I do. But I'll send someone around to cover both our asses.
It's a waste of time.
Send Taverner.
I'm here to see Lenworth Lamano. I believe he's in custody.
Are you his solicitor?
No, probation officer.
Right, just like to take a seat.
Reg, leave it. It'll be the same call that came out on the main set.
Well, yeah, but...
No buts. I've told you, I don't do domestics. Now, come on.
Excuse me, folks. Looking for someone called Conrad. Conrad? Excuse me. Looking for a young man called Conrad.
Don't let a gent up.
Conrad!
Craig, we have a problem. Do we? The two ladies you saw fit to arrest.
Yeah, what about them?
I want them cautioned and released.
Why?
Well, I can't blame you for arresting them, but on the estate, feelings are running high. We've had more hoax calls in the last hour than in the whole of the last quarter.
Okay.
We'll need to arrange transport back for them.
Well, there's still buses running. A cab, then?
I want you to drop them back.
You're joking.
If only life were that funny. It's a gesture. Gives you the chance to smooth things over.
What for?
Well, they're not criminals. They're fine, upstanding members of the community.
Because they live on the Jasmine Island.
Because that's the way we're going to play it.
Sierra Oscar 432 receiving. Reg, make sure you check the inside line of his coat. Sierra Oscar 432.
A blue Sierra. No reports lost or stolen. Registered keeper a Mr. Reginald Butterworth.
Yeah, wanted on warrant. Previous rabies age.
Sierra Oscar 432. Are you having a nap or what?
Go ahead, 432.
Oh, good.
You are awake.
Get to the point, 432. We're very busy here.
I want a name check.
He's clean.
Breathe on me. What? I said, breathe on me.
Go ahead, 432.
Yeah, Conrad. C-O-N-R-A-D. James.
J-A-M.
I know how to spell, thank you very much.
Date of birth, 16/03/81. Male, 5'8". He sends his regards, by the way.
Bad news, 432. He's not known to us. He's clean.
Does that mean you have to let me go now?
No. That means I'm arresting you on suspicion of burglary and possession of Class B drugs. Stick him in the back, Reg.
This caution thing won't affect my benefits, will it?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Nice to see you have some manners.
I'm not a criminal now, am I?
No.
Not that means anything on our estate.
Mrs. Jones,
I'm not sitting next to her.
I'm afraid you'll have to. There's some equipment in the front.
I don't mind if you don't.
Get in. Please.
Can I help you?
Abraham James, Conrad James' solicitor.
Can you tell me how much longer? They'll be as quick as they can, Mrs. Chatsworth.
Right. Didn't see you there. You here on business?
Well, I wouldn't be here for pleasure, would I, Abraham?
Is your client looking for representation?
My client couldn't afford you.
We already have a suspect.
I spoke with Lynn Roberts. What she said fits.
No, but it doesn't necessarily fit with the other 3 cases.
Well, cheap aftershave and minty breath is hardly a prima facie case.
Then tell me this. What does Lamanu smell of? You don't know, do you?
Sweat.
There you go. Sweat.
Yeah, he was at home in his pants and vest. He's probably at it with his girlfriend. It proves nothing.
By all means, charge your suspect with the pharmacy burglary if you've got enough evidence. But leave the real detective work to us.
Blaise, Conrad's solicitor's here.
I've lived here all my life. I still get told to go home, back where I come from.
Well, why don't you go home?
What? To Bugsy?
I can still remember the days when you could leave your door open.
You still could, love. Nothing in your flat worth nicking.
Maybe because we've been burgled 3 times already this year.
Why can't you two just...
It's all right
give
for
her a
you
rest?
with your nice job and your nice house and your pretty little wife at home.
I'll tell you something. Life is hard.
I know it's
You
hard.
don't get a flat on the Jasmine Island for nothing.
That's right.
That there's something wrong with you.
You've got to be black.
And poor.
Single parent.
Husband in chokey.
Son on drugs.
And your teenage daughter pregnant.
And they have those... what you call it? Care in the community people. Nutters and actors and students.
And you try getting a job with an address like ours.
I know all about prejudice. You don't have to tell me anything.
What would you know?
Try going to the Christmas CID party with your boyfriend. I just know, all right?
You're one of them, aren't you? He's one of them.
That's disgusting.
That's it. Out.
What you doing?
Out.
There's no buses this time of night, you know.
You can walk.
We can't walk.
Why not?
There's an attacker on the loose.
Well, that's precisely what we're trying to save you from. While we were trying to make an arrest. If you want to see prejudice, put on a uniform.
Mrs. Chatsworth, D.S. McAllister.
I've been waiting a considerable amount
You're
of
Mr.
time.
Lamanu's probation officer, yes?
Can you tell me what he's been arrested for?
Multiple rape.
And you've got the wrong man.
He has no real alibi. Can't remember where he was, keeps changing his story. First it was dominoes, then it was cards. It wasn't the bricklayers, it was the social club. None of them check out.
I've spent a lot of time with Lenny. He's alcohol and drugs free. I think the chances of him reoffending are minimal.
Well, not everyone that drinks and takes drugs is a rapist, Mrs. Chatsworth.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you're familiar with his case.